Good morning. My name is Samaya Rowell, and I would like to interview you for my college class, Introduction to Human Services.
Good morning. My name is Rhonda Poole. I'm one of the case managers here at Churchland Head Start. We're with the HR CAP Head Start program. I've been a case manager now for 5 years, and I was a teacher here for 17 years.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
First question I would like to ask, is it okay for us to record this interview?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay. Second question I would like to ask, what made you want to be a case manager?
I was kind of forced into being a case manager, and then selected. I was a teacher for 17 years, and when our grantee lost the grant, which was the STOP organization, the jobs that were offered were case manager as well as teacher, but the case manager's position was closer to home. So I decided, because my bachelor's degree is in early childhood education, I had an associate's degree in humanities, that I would apply for the case manager position. And that's where I've been ever since.
Okay. Second question I would like to ask, what would a typical day or month be like?
On a typical day, it pretty much is the same every day, depending on the time of the year. When it's registration time, registration usually starts around February, and that is exactly what case managers do. We enroll children, but during registration time, we hold mass registration at different localities. We're not at our center. We go out to usually the social services or some of the libraries where the parents can easily access us, and they apply for Head Start. We formulate a waiting list from those applications, and then we enter everything into our computer data system, which all of the applications are based on a points criteria. And from those points criteria, we do our selection from there, and in May we send out acceptance letters. Through those acceptance letters, everybody that's not accepted goes on our waiting list. So everyone qualifies, even though we do accept the needy of the most needy first. And it's based on those eligibility points. But during the day, on a regular day when we're not doing registration, case managers usually answer the phones, we ride the bus, we substitute in classrooms, we do all of those things that are really not family service positions, but we fill in really most of the time. Yeah.
Okay, next question. What do people in this type of job say they like the most and like the least?
The most I would think is being able to help families. We really do get to see parents at a starting point and an ending point, as well as the children. So we get to see the whole family. We get to have most children, if they come in at 3 years old, we get to have them for 2 years because they automatically qualify for a second year in Head Start. So we get to work with families for 2 years. So we get to see parents grow through those 2 years. So I would say that that is probably the most fulfilling part of human services. The least is probably the long hours and little pay.
Okay. That's understandable. Next question. How much education or training is required to qualify in this type of job and to meet legal certification and licensing requirements?
For Head Start, the family service position really isn't something that is a licensed position. So it would be based on whoever your grantee is, whoever the employer decides, whatever the employer decides is that criteria. Nowadays, everybody's looking for someone with at least an associate's degree, but most likely a bachelor's degree. You will find some that will say they will accept an associate's degree if you're working toward a bachelor's degree.
Okay. How does one advance in the company?
In this company, we do have a lot of turnover because of the lack of pay. So therefore, the opportunities to advance are there. It's more or less what you are satisfied with making. But the opportunities always arise for you to advance.
Okay. What is the base annual salary for the job at entry, mid, and top level?
For entry level, I would say I think they start off at $27,000. Mid level would be around $29,000, and I think the highest level is $32,000, depending on education and experience.
Are bonuses given for superior performances?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
No. We do get cost of living allowances through the federal government, and that's about it.
In your opinion, do you think I will have a reasonable chance in this job?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone that has passion for working with people would do absolutely wonderful in this field.
What would you say are the top 2 personality traits someone needs to do well in this job?
Patience and adaptability. You got to be able to change. As parents, I take that back. I think flexibility. Because we go every which way. Like I say, sometimes we're in the classroom, sometimes we're, you got to stop everything that you had planned and move on. You really do.
Okay. Describe your most meaningful work experience.
My most meaningful work experience, I think, has come from working in the classroom. And that's where I have found that I have become more flexible, because at any minute, whatever you have planned goes out the window, and the children will direct you into the way that they want you to go, and you got to kind of go with it.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you had planned all nice and wonderful on that piece of paper.
Right.
So I think that has given me some of the skills that I need in this position to be able to drop everything and get on the bus, or drop everything and run over and take application somewhere and drop of a dime or whatever. I really think that has given me the most work experience. Yeah.
Describe a time when you saw a problem as a potential opportunity. What did you do?
I think we don't have a direct supervisor in this building. So therefore, when staff are out, they usually, because I sit at the front desk, I hear who's going to be out. And so therefore, it gave me the opportunity to be able to inform the supervisors about who I knew was going to be out, so that they could plan for the next day better. So that kind of gave me an opportunity to plan for the next day as well, because I knew with so many staff being out that I would have to go in the classroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the toughest decision you had to make in the last 6 months.
The toughest decision I've had to make was probably calling CPS. When I knew that there was an issue that had arisen, and I had to make that call. Because once you have enrolled a child, met with a family, worked with the family all year, because we do formulate family partnership agreements where parents are formulating goals for themselves and the children. You get to know the parents. You see them practically every day, or talk to them, monthly. You form a relationship and a bond, and so therefore it's a distant family, and it's like having to call on your family when you know that there's an issue going on in the household. But it's our job as mandated reporters to report those types of issues, whether we suspect them or not. That's not our job to investigate. It's just our job to inform. Yeah.
Last question.
Okay.
Tell me about a time you knew you were right, but still had to follow directions or guidelines.
Oh, that's a hard one. Let's see. I think with our whole registration part this year, we are having difficulty getting parents to register, and we know that previous years we've had a better turnout, and our upper level management they're not understanding that we should be in a little bit more of a crisis mode right now. And so after saying that since February, we still had to follow protocol and follow what they put in place, even though we've been telling them that that's not working. And finally they're listening to us, and can see that we were right, that it was not working, the plan they had put in place. And we do need to do more canvassing, and we do need to get our name a little bit more out there as advertising. So yeah, we were right, and we needed to do that in the beginning, but they just didn't understand that. They wanted to try it their way, and we had to follow what they had set in place. All right.
Well, I would like to thank you for being my interview.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yay!
And I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.